Most welcome to my YouTube laboratory. My name is Daudi Alaba if you're watching me for the first time. This is a place which I acquired recently for poultry farming particularly. But unfortunately, when they acquired this land, the person who bought the land was not having any clue about what the poultry requires. So at the end of the day, we ended up messing somehow. The house is about to be finished. It is only remaining some small portion from the lower section of it there. You can see the lower section just remaining some small part of it, putting the chain link only from this side, but the other side is ready put. So I'm going to be sharing with you why you should not consider any piece of land to be farmland. At this particular moment, we are going to start by seeing where the video starts right now here. This is actual trench for water that I'm going to make it proper. And this particular point is where we are facing somehow difficulties in terms of expenses. It means the house is becoming more expensive than what we planned for, because we never planned for brick, we never planned for soil, and I will never plan for any other thing apart from actually the things like the transport for bringing the soil, the brick, and the cement. We didn't plan a lot of money for that. So now we have come to realize that this place, since it had been so muddy, it had been having a lot of water in rain seasons. So when we leave it like that, it can be very big problem. Actually, initially when I was building chicken house here, I was very worried about it. So I was having a plan that I may build double storage like exactly this one, and then I'll only put my birds in the lower section of the house, okay, in the upper section of the house, and then I leave the lower section to be my compound, because it was messy. It was having a lot of mud and water. So when I started constructing it, I came to realize that leaving the whole of this place vacant without using it was actually meaningless. It didn't make a lot of sense. So I decided maybe it may be expensive, but it is still worthy. It can be, because this is long term. We are constructing it once, but it is safe for about 10 years. We can continue using this place for about 10 years without any destruction. And you can observe on the background, there is already a house which was constructed before. And that house has no problem, because the level is also raised up to this level of the brick. Water has never ended up to the floor of the house. So that is exactly what we are doing here. So it has made us to bring tonnage, very huge amount of soil here to be poured here, so that we don't have interference with the water. And now this is what we are remaining with as a compound. I'm very sure we shall have our water point from here. We are going to dig a well here, so we shall have our water for the birds right here, whereby there is no stress of carrying water in jerry can, because 2,000 birds, in a rough estimate, they can consume up to 50 liters of water every day. So bringing 50 jerry cans, 50 jerry cans. One jerry can is 20 liters, but 50 of them, carrying that every day is very, very stressful. And what you need to avoid by all means is when their chicken house get out of water any single day. That is very, very terrible for your birds and for their production. So you don't need that. That's why we shall do all our necessities. We shall gather them together, and then we put our well right here, so that we don't get out of water. So that is what we are going through right now. And the biggest problem that I was explaining to you here was the problem of water logging around in the place in the rain season. So we have already handled it over, and it is very expensive now. It has increased the cost of constructing this house. This house is going to be very, very expensive. I will reveal to you how much it costs, and you can see behind me there is a door which is red behind me. That one is a room which we have customized to be used as a store. We shall be storing our chicken feed from that point, and above it there is also another room that is going to be the room for the boys to sleep in. It means that is our residence. It means this particular chicken house is self-contained, and this is so far what we have come with. We had no option but to do it, because now leaving the whole of the land to just stay because it has challenges, it also doesn't make sense. So we have decided, instead of leaving it like this, we can still get enough out of this. And remember, poultry farming is something which is very, very profitable. It is not going to leave us into losses. Though we are spending a lot of money the initial cost of starting it here is very expensive, but it is worthy. And now, considering that there are communities, neighbors, actually the communities around the place, you see that this is a very small road. Though people don't move here so much, but that is still risky for the birds. We are going to do our best to also fence it around, so that there is no direct contact with the people. People are not going to be moving around here. So the way I have constructed the house is in such a way that we can use very small piece of land. And this is Kampala, where land is very, very expensive. You can't really get land very cheap here. This is just some part of the Kampala, and this is where the farm is located. So why not do it? We can do it here. Thank you so much for watching us up to this far. My name is David. If you're watching us for the first time, let us wait and see our birds inside here. Some 2 weeks to come right now.